Welcome back, guys, to another wonderful section of our class today. And in this class, we'll actually be editing the remaining part of our site. And as you know, this is what we did the last time. So we'll just be deleting every other section, because I want to bring in something new. So I told you this is the footer. We can't do any full editing here. This is the footer. So this is the last thing we brought. So I actually saw something on another NGO website, Orphanage. This is another orphanage website, and it talks about child adoption and fostering. So child adoption is another feature that this NGO, this orphanage can also offer. So I'll just be adding the child adoption feature into this, okay? And like you know, it's not difficult. All we just have to do is what? Bring in a new row. Bring in a new row. Yes, this is a new row. So the row has come in already, and exactly what we can see here, I think we have an image here. After having an image, we have a write-up here. So we just need to bring in two sections. Divide the row into two sections. Come over to sections and make it two equal sections. Okay? Let's make it two equal sections. So images will be on one side, and then the write-up will be on the other side. So update. So we have two sections already. These are the two sections already. So what should be the color of this row? Should we make it white? Okay, let's leave it at white. So let's just bring in an image here. So let's go over to Google and look for child adoption image. Child adoption. Search for that on Google. Let's see if we can get an image that we can use for that purpose. Okay, we just have to be quick with this. Okay, fine. Yes, I think this image depicts child adoption very well. The adoption series with that. So let me just open this in new tab and download this image so we can get going. Okay, save image. The size is 600 by 600. I think I'm okay with that size, 600 by 600. So let me just save it as child adoption desktop. Child, okay, 600 by 400 is okay. Child adoption. So save this. So remember, all this we are just doing is just for practical basis, so nothing too serious. So let me bring in an image, single image, put in the image there, and select the child adoption image that I just brought in. Child adoption image, select, upload, select file, desktop. Go over to desktop. Where is it? Okay, this is it. Child adoption, open. And then we'll set image. We're good to go. And set image, guys. And we are very good to go. So the size should be what? Let me make it full size. Full size. Caption align to center. What other thing? No other thing now. Save changes. I will close. And then we'll update. So let's go over to the front end and see what it looks like on the front end. Front end. This is site. Alright, this is our front end. Go down. Okay, fine and good. The image looks good. Child adoption image. Okay, child adoption image. So let's go and bring in the text. Let's put this text in there so we're good to go. Child adoption and fostering. So let me just copy this text. Remember I said we should always put it on notepad. So I'll just open a new notepad. Okay, copy. So go over to back end. Bring in the second tab. Bring in the title, text block, make it the title, right? Text block, make it the title, copy all, paste this, child adoption and fostering. The title should be H2 or H1, anyone. Let's use H2. The color should be the same, I think. And then we'll save. So immediately I know I need another text under here. So I'll just duplicate this and put in the text under. What should be the text we have here? Adoption is an act of love, Put this here. Now come and edit what I duplicated. After editing, copy. Fine and good. So let me remove this. Remove this. Or I can even leave it like that too. I can even make this heading here, bring this heading here, then align this one, sorry, justify this one, then put the heading there, save, close. Then let me remove this one that is here, remove this one, and then automatically let me bring in the button. Remember there is a button there. So before I save everything, I just want to do everything before I save. Button, regular button. So what is the text that they have on the button? Let's see. The text is read more. Okay, read more, read more, read more. So let's add the read more text on that button. Text on button, read more. Okay, we'll bring in the link later. Rounded, modern, gray, color of button, let's make it, let's use black. And let's see what black looks like. Save, close, and then we'll update. So after updating, we'll go over to the front end and we'll look at what it looks like on the front end. So you see how fast this is because I'm used to it, okay? So if you find it really, really challenging to learn how to do it very, very fast, just take your time. That's why it's a video. Play and pause the video and you are good to go. It is not difficult, I tell you. It is not difficult at all. Okay, I think I did not align the bottle to the center. All right, guys. You see this? Child adoption and fostering, this, that, it makes sense. This black also makes sense. So let me just bring all of this to the center. It is also going to add more beauty to the site. So let me just bring in an empty space. I'm sure you know what I want to use the empty space for. Okay, bring in space, empty space, save, close. Where's the space? Let me drag this space and take the space up. Yes, let the space be. I think I should even add more space. Duplicate. Duplicate. Edit the button. Yes, that I've duplicated. Edit the button and align the button to center. Size, alignment, center, set full width. We can decide to set it. Let me see what full width will look like. Let me add an icon. Let me see. Let me just choose any icon. So we can add an icon to the button. Okay, so what should we read more, read more, read more, read more, read more, more. Okay, so let me use this as the icon. Save changes, close, update. So let's see what the button looks like and what our site looks like. Okay. Come over here, we reload. All right, guys. So you see exactly how it is coming out. So we can also decide to centralize this child adoption and bring in space to come down. Okay, we can decide to do that. We can also decide to increase the fonts. So we see exactly what it looks like. So let me just add a space, a little space there. Add a little space. And align this one to center. This one should be aligned to center. Let me add space. Yes, let me see what it would look like this. Save changes, close, and update. We'll come over here and reload the site so we see the front end. So you must always preview your job at the front end so you can see exactly what you're doing and how it's going. I think this looks very, very perfect. Very, very perfect, as you can see. So this is the button, this is that. So this is how you can always add anything. So anything you see from any site anywhere, you can actually integrate it into your website. You get the point? I've just showed you exactly how I have just integrated this row that we saw here. How I've just done what? Integrated it into our own site. We can also put this adopt a child text that they put here. All we just need to do is what? Create a text format and add it up and bring in the text here. Very, very easy and simple. You get my point? So this is exactly how it is actually going to look like. Okay, so I want you to be very, very creative. You can also decide to add recent projects here. It is very, very easy for us to do that. Now let me briefly walk you through all these other options and features we have here. You saw exactly how I brought in this row for this project. Very, very easy. Now you can also decide to bring in anything at all. You can decide to bring in a contact us form into this column, into this row. You can decide to bring in a new row, text block, section, icon, separator, and the rest of that as the case may be. You can also decide that you want to put in your social media handles. All these are linked. So what I want you to do is actually experiment all of these. So once you finish experimenting them, you will now know how creative and where you need to put this and where you need to put this. Very, very easy. You get my point? So guys, it is not difficult at all. Okay, so please and please practicalize all of these options you have here, and see the one that will make your site come out very, very well. I hope you get my point. The next section that I'll be working on after working on this part of the home page, after doing this, where's our home page? Yes, the next section that is remaining for us to work on is this footer section. And like I told you, the footer section, you cannot edit it on this page here, on this our main page. You can't edit this footer section here. Now the only point where you can edit this footer section is on the widget sections. I told you when we were working on our blogs, it is not difficult at all. So we'll just go over to our widgets right now. Go over to appearance. You are going to see widgets. Click on widgets and you are good to go. So over there on widgets, we can do all editing on this site. Okay, on the footer of this site. All right, coming over to the footer. Now, like I told you, you can find all of these things here. All of these things here, you can find them somewhere around here. This is where it is. It must be somewhere. So all you just have to do, click on the drop down. You look for it, search, popular posts, Flickr feeds, category, donate all, Star Cloud, default sidebar. Okay, default sidebar is on the page, so that is not footer. Okay, this is footer sidebars. Footer. So people reviews, contact us, Flickr feeds, newsletter, subscribe button. Where's the front end? Okay, people reviews. Yes, this is it. So you see, we found it. Okay. Now this people reviews is something that I don't want on this footer. I don't understand what it is doing here, and I don't want it. So I want to bring this contact us and put it here. You get the point? Let me just do that immediately. So I just click on the drop down and click on delete. So once I delete it, it is actually going to go out. Let's see how that is done. Okay, so let me reload the page and see what it looks like. So manipulation is what gives you an edge on web design. Once you are able to manipulate very, very well, bring 1 or 2 things, 1, 2, 3 and 4 things together, you are good to go. You get my point? So contact us has come here, that one has gone off. So this Flickr feeds, I don't need this shit here. I don't need Flickr feed here. No. So let me remove this one. Delete. So after bringing that contact us over to that point, I will also want to add up another thing there. So let me just look for some things that they have here. So okay, let me put in this about me. So I think I can drag this about me, a little write-up about the NGO, and put it at the top here. Let the contact us come here. So let me put in a little about the brand. So let me just copy anything from here. Let me copy this who we are. Put this here. Copy. I will come here, put it here. It's just to copy something. I hope you understand me. About me. The title should be, let me make it who we are. Okay, the title should be who we are. Copy the title and put it here, who we are. So optional, if you want to put an image, but it's not important, your address, your phone number, we'll put all of that in the contact us. So let me just save this and let's reload the front end and see exactly what it is going to look like. This saved, it is saved already. So reload. So we see exactly what it looks like. Okay, so we can actually see the who we are section. So you can see that it has appeared here, but the color is dark. Don't worry, I'll show you exactly where we can change this color shortly. Okay, you can do that from the theme options where we can change this color shortly. That's not the problem. So the about us, sorry, the who we are is here. The contact us has come up here. So I'm also thinking of adding up maybe an Instagram preview link, whereby some posts from Instagram of this company or Facebook can come up here, or social icons, links to their social icons. I think we can bring that in here. So let me just go over here and drag and drop. Let me remove this newsletter first of all. Remove newsletter, delete. Let me bring in Instagram feeds. Let me see. Instagram feeds, title, recent Instagram posts. Recent Instagram post, feeds number 12, Instagram ID. So it's just to bring in my Instagram user ID. Let me just put VSL concepts. See if it will come up. So also how to get your access token. It is very, very important that you do that. Let me save and see what the preview will look like first. So we just keep test running and test running and test running until we've gotten what we want. Okay, recent Instagram post. So assuming I've put in my access token definitely all those images will come up and they will all show up here. It is not difficult, guys. It's not difficult. Again, so many teams have different way that they work. So it's just for you to understand the ideology of the team you are using, know exactly how it works, and you are good to go. Okay, let me still look for something else that we can put in here. Look for something. Now we can put in here social counter. So sidebar, top footer, which is this Instagram account. Okay, I think that is that. Recent comment, people's reviews, newsletter subscription, image, galleries, Flickr, calendar, archives, and the rest of them. Yes, donate us. We can also put in donate us here. I think that donate us that is up there, we can also put in something like that here. It will make sense. It will make so much sense. Donate us, contact number, put in the number there, 08. So that is the number, currency, dollar, collected donations, how much have they collected? So let's just do what? Save. So let's see exactly what it's going to look like on the front end. Reload. Wow. You see this. See how wow. It is really wonderful. So I think I need to remove the dollar that I put in that amount. Remove this dollar that I put here and save again, so that can also come up there. So you see, donate us, this one has come up. So recent Instagram post, if I had that to come up. So you see how I have just customized this footer. You see how I've customized this footer, and it has gone from what we used to know it to be before into something else. This contact us form is not also difficult to edit. All you just need to do is what? You come over to the contact us section. Let's close this. The contact us section here, where is it? This is it. Bring it down here, and you do what? Do your editing. You change all of this. It is very easy. It's not difficult at all. So guys, this class is really becoming very interesting, and I'm so enjoying myself. So the widget section is where you can do all of this editing. You can remove anything and put in your own, and guys, you are actually going to get this right. So after working on the footer, guys, the very next thing that we need to work on this page is the menu. Yes, the menu is the next thing that we need to work on. What do I mean by the menu? That point where you see your home, about us, contact us, and the rest of them, that's exactly what we need to work on. So for you to work on the menu of your website, just go over to appearance. Once you go to appearance, you are going to see menus. Click on menus, and then we can now work on the menu of this site. Okay, it is not difficult at all. Very easy to work on. So when you click on menu, we have so many menus that you can choose from. So many menus. We have home menu, which is the main menu, the footer menu, and the rest of them. Okay, so which one exactly are we editing now? Now you see that we have the home menu, which is what? The main menu. Now the menu has no page on it. Remember that what we have just worked on is the home page. For example, this site that has about us page, who we are, administrative, that, contact us, and the rest of them, they have individual pages inside all of them. and you have to design this page separately. But in our case, our team came with some pages, so we can convert those pages and make it a page on the website, and we can put it out there on the menu. I'm just going to show you exactly how we're going to do that. It is not difficult. So these are the most recent pages we have opened, pages that are inside this theme, inside this template. So let's click on view all. So when we click on view all, we can now go down to look at the pages one by one. We will now see which one we want to add to the site. Let's add the about us one, about us page 1, contact us 2, contact us 2, which one do we have? Donations 3, donation page is very important. We'll go down, go down, go down. Let's see what we have again. Okay, let's go to page 2. Okay, let me add these ones to menu first. So now we're adding these pages to what? To menu. See, the 3 pages have come here. So let's go and look for some other pages that they have. So if they do not have a page at all, we can now design our page ourselves, and then we'll convert the page to what? To a page and put it in the menu here. It's not difficult. So let's come down. Home simple. Okay, this is the front page. Let's add this one. Let's add blog. So let's go down. Let's see more pages that we have. Our amazing team, classes, our mission, that and that and that and that. Projects, yes, let's add projects to it. I think that should be all for now. No, we don't need shop here. We don't need shop. So we can add these ones and do what? Add to menu. So we have the home simple. Home simple is not supposed to appear as home simple. Let's just make it what? Home. Remove the simple, make it home. Let's make it lowercase. Home. Or let's just make all of them uppercase. Home. This is home. So we have home done. Then the blog. This is blog. Let's leave them like that. Let me save it first. So I want you to see what it looks like on the front end. Then I'll tell you how I want to arrange it. So you see how the arrangement is supposed to be. Okay? Okay, it is saved now. Let me reload our front end. Reload. So we can look at the menu here and see what we have there. Okay? Alright guys, so you see home, blog, projects, about us, contact us, donations. Okay, I think we don't need these donations since we already have this here. So let me remove this donation first of all. Let me delete this one. Remove. Alright, that is removed from us. Now contact us is normally supposed to be the last. Home is supposed to be the first, followed by projects. Project, we don't need services in this site. Else it's supposed to be followed by services, after services, project, after project, blog, after blog, about us, and contact us. Okay, so I think this is the order it is supposed to follow. Now once you finish editing your menu, make sure it is set as the main menu here. If it is not set as the main menu here, it will not display on your home page. So make sure you set it as the main menu here. So we'll go to go and we'll do what? Click on save menu. So let me reload again. Alright guys, so you see this has added another form of beauty to our website. Remember I told you that all these pages are pages that were designed, that came up with the templates. So guys, as you can see, we have our menu set up, and like I told you before, we are now going to be editing all the pages one after the other. Okay, it is not difficult, it's something that's very, very easy. So like I said, we'll put in more focus in editing our home page. So after making sure our home page is perfect, then we can now go over into editing these other pages. So let's just go over to the project page. Let's see what we have on the project page. So this gives us the preview of the home page of their project. So what do we do if we want to edit all these projects? Definitely we'll be deleting everything here and putting in fresh projects for the client, their own personal project, not manipulated one. So we'll go over to over here. You see projects. Click on this and all projects. You're actually going to see all those projects that we have there. Alright guys, so all these pages you see here, all these projects you see here, this is where you find all the projects. So I am just going to delete and leave maybe 1 or 2. Just mark everything for deletion and leave maybe this and this. So So I'll just delete everything, move everything to trash. So having moved to trash, let me go over and reload this front end and see exactly what it looks like. See what we have there. So you see we have only these two here. So just like you do on your blog post, you can just come over here and edit this. Let me still delete this one. Move to trash, apply. So we can just come over here and edit this and also duplicate this to create more projects. So it depends on the projects that they have. You can also decide that you want to make this their project page an image page. You get the point? So you just delete everything on the page and bring in fresh images of their projects there. If you do not want to follow the template of this thing, it is not difficult. Now for you to edit this educational support, you can just click on this to edit it, and we'll have the option to do all the editing. Yes, this is it. Over here is the image, the featured image that you see here. This image, this is here. So just like your blog post, I taught you when you were uploading the post on your blog, it is almost the same thing. You get my point? But you can decide not to follow this template and bring in your own new concept on how to edit these pages. You get my point? So that is that about the project and the rest of them. You are going to learn more about this when we go to our next project, when we'll be designing a website for a company, as it were. Remember, this is an NGO we're talking about. The same thing for the blog post. Just as you did in your blog post back then, that is exactly what can happen here. It can also be applicable. It can also be applicable here. Now, how about the About Us section? The company must have given you a write-up about themselves. So all you just need to do is edit the information we have there and put in their own. You get my point? Remember, you can decide to delete everything we have on this page and bring in your own new concept. It is not difficult at all. For example, this about, for these people that they put here, I can decide to remove it. Let me just edit the page with WP Page Builder. So let me just remove all of them that are there. I want you to see how easy it is. And bring in your own text. So your client must have given you all this information. But is it a must that your client will give you all this information? The answer is no. Some clients might not have this information. So once they don't have it, what happens? You will be the one to source for the information yourself. So you see, I have just removed all those images. Now, if you see that this top image here, there is no point for me to edit or remove the image here. So if I want to remove this image, what do I need to do? Let me just update what I've done already. Okay, let me go down and do some more changes. What we think about our charity. You can bring in your write-up, put in your write-up here, and the rest of them. This is a video that they actually integrated into the website. It is not difficult. You can decide to remove the video. You can come here to edit. You can decide to remove the video. If they have a video, you can put in your own there. And guys, in fact, web design is just too sweet. It's very, very sweet. So it's just very, very flexible. You can do anything you want on the site, okay? Anything you want at all, okay? So you can come down. Remember this footer, you can't do anything on the footer here. You just have this here. You can put about us, put in a video. If you like, you put in an image. And these are reviews, positive reviews, testimonials. You can decide to edit it and put in your own. Do anything. So I was talking about changing this image at the top here. How do we change the image at the top here? Now, the front end limits you to some kind of things you can do. What you just need to do is click on what? Back end editor. So it's going to open up that portal for you where you can do your editing from the back end. On that portal, you see the image here. We call it archive image. This is the image, header image. You can decide to remove the image and upload your own image. Guys, this thing is very, very sweet. Very, very sweet. In fact, I am enjoying myself. I'm really enjoying myself in this class. So guys, it is not difficult at all for you to edit your pages. How about this other page, this other contact us page? What happens there? You can also do your editing there and you're good to go. Click on the contact us page, click on edit, guys. Your website is almost ready. So guys, I already told you how to remove this image from your back-end editor. Now, this is a Google map and the rest of them, contact us information. This theme was designed in a way that all of this cannot be edited here. If you want to edit this, remember that point from theme options. I remember I told you that you can do some of all this editing from where? Team options. We came across it. Where is appearance? Team options. Let me show you again. Where you can now edit this about us page. Very, very easy. Over here on team options, we just go over to contact page options. Once you click on contact page options, this is actually where you can now edit all of those informations you have there. You get? Now let me go to the front end. Let me go to the front end. So remember this information, all this address, this that, we can edit that from here. So let me just put in something so you see that changed. So let me click on save. So after saving, let me just go over and look at the front end. So we see exactly the changes I've made. Okay, so different teams have different ways of their own jobs or how they manipulate their things. Some teams you'll be able to do all this editing from that about us page, from that contact us page. But for this team, it is very, very different. Where's the contact us? Click on contact us. Let's see what happens there. So come down. So you see that text I added. So for you to edit this contact us page, this is exactly where you can do your editing from. Okay, contact page settings. Let's see. Now, contact email info@richardesemoro.com. Let's see what we have there. admin@admin.com. So let me show you exactly where to get this done. Contact information. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I've changed this. So put this one here for phone number. Then this is email. We'll put in our email address. Let me just assume that this is the email address. We'll move forward. Then this text that we have here, this about us or this contact us text that we have here, the client, you can decide to put something for the client, you can decide to remove it. So let me just remove it and do what? Save all changes. So I want you to see how easy. So if I did not know where to do this editing from, you see that it will become a challenge for me to effect all these changes effectively. A very serious challenge. So once you install a theme, you must first study the theme, study it thoroughly. So after studying the theme, you understood exactly how the theme works. Once you are working on the theme, it is just going to be an easy manipulation for you. Okay? So see that text is out. How about this Google map? Let's go look for the Google map. Come over to contact page options. Okay, contact page settings. There should be Google Map API here. Okay, this is the API key for the map. This is the API key. So you need to bring in or get the API key for your map before you can be able to integrate the map over here. It's not difficult at all. You can get that from your Google account. You can just Google how to get your Google API key, map API key, and you'll be able to get it. And that map location to the office or to the business address will also show up here. You get my point? So that is that about that. So the next point is the social media. This social media is this column you are seeing here. Find us on social media. This column, we have Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube. We can actually do all of those editing here. Okay, find us on social media. The title of the text, you can decide to change it. You can decide to leave it. You can remove anything you want to remove here and put anyone you want to put. It is very, very easy. Okay, now we work in 11 countries. We work in 11 countries. How did they edit that? Look at it here, country slider. So this is the text. We work in, let me make it 5 countries. 5 countries, depending on what the client does. Then the little text that we have under here is this text that we have here. It's just to edit it and put your own. Guys, WordPress is really, 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 really easy to work with. Just imagine that we're doing programming with all these things that we're doing. Do you think it would have been easy? Not at all. It will never, ever, ever, ever be easy. So guys, I want you to know that you just need to take things step at a time. Study your team. If you are able to study your team very, very well, you have no problem at all editing your page. At all. So we have the countries here. You can decide to remove this one, remove this, remove, and remove. And then you do what? Click on Save Changes. Leave the ones that your client actually worked on. You get the point? This is a demo. This is a template. That is why I am just showing you the skeletal view on how to do the editing. And your creativity is what will actually make you the professional that you want to be or not. So automatically you have worked on this contact us page, and I tell you, your site is back to life. Contact us page have been touched, home page have been touched, about us, and the rest of them. So I've just shown you how to do this editing. Now, we are using one theme for this job, this NGO site. By the time we now go over to our company website project, you will now see another whole ideology of how to edit your site and how to edit your pages. That is just to give you or tell you that we have so many ways of doing this editing, so many ways. All boils down to how the theme was programmed. So that will actually help you fix your issues. Now, as at the time when I was making this video, we had some upgrades for WordPress. Some very serious upgrades. And that upgrade affected almost all the themes that we had. All themes almost were affected by this upgrade. So it is possible that you might be facing some very critical challenges when you are trying to do editing on your page. Now, it is possible that that challenge is coming from a jQuery programming language error. Guys, you are not going into programming. Don't bother yourself with what I've just said. Even me myself, I don't even understand what I just told you. But I just know that in this programming system, we have what we call jQuery. Now, if this jQuery is not functioning well, if the programming language is not updated to the latest jQuery language, you will have so many problems on your teams. You might have a situation whereby your slider will just go blank. You might have a situation whereby the whole homepage will just go blank. You might also have a situation whereby some functions that I'm doing on this my site might not work on your own. What is the fix to this problem? All you just need to do is come over to your plugin section and install a plugin I'm going to show you right now. Go over to plugin section, install that plugin, and you would not have any problem working with any of the team. This is this plugin, Test jQuery Update. So all you just need to do is go over to add new plugin. Once you click on add new plugin, you put in that plugin, they search for it, install and activate it on your WordPress, guys. It will automatically update the jQuery to the latest version that WordPress is using, and most of those little fixes will be gone. Okay? Again, the only reason why you'll be having these problems is if you are using a free theme. A theme you got from Jojo Themes, as I showed you. But if you bought a theme directly, you are not going to have any problem. So this is the software, guys. Test jQuery Update. We have so many of them, but I am very sure of this. So this will fix whatever little problems you have, and your site will come out very well. So guys, we have done so much in this training. We have done so much. In fact, we have just completed our second project, which is designing an NGO website. And I tell you that this orphanage home website looks great. If I invest my time, more time into this project, you will marvel at the level of job we'll be able to bring out. The reason why we made this a video is that you can always go back and learn. So guys, please do not joke with these videos. Do not joke with these videos. You get my point? Our next project will actually be designing a company profile, a corporate company profile. So right now, guys, I would want you to work on your project, work on your NGO website. The truth is, you have to practicalize these things for you to be perfect in it, for you to be conversant with it. Just imagine how I was able to know that this About Us page, the editing is where on the team options. How did I know? Because I am conversant with the team. I tell you, the first time I used this thing, I did not know about all of this. I had to make research, look at the documentation, and know exactly where to do this job. So guys, this is it about the NGO website we'll be talking about, and I'm sure that you have benefited a lot from editing this page. So in a nutshell, guys, once you want to work on any project, the very first thing you must give attention to is your home page. Make sure your slides comes out very well. Make sure that your pictures are high quality pictures, because all these are the things that will increase the ability of the website. Before we go, there is one final thing that I really want you to give thorough considerations to. That is cleaning up your website. What do I mean by that? As this website is like this, there are so many unwanted pages that we have on this website. It is very, very important that we clean all unwanted pages. All unwanted pages. Clean them up, remove them from the system. You get the point? For example, we have so many pages here that we don't need. So let me just select all first. Select all. And the ones that we don't need, we have about us. Okay, let me remove the about us. We'll leave this one. Leave the blog, cats, and this one, and everything here. Everything here has to go. So what do? Bulk option, we move to the trash. So make sure we delete all unwanted pages, pages you are not using on your site. Make sure you delete all unwanted images, images you are not using on your site. Make sure you remove all of them from your website. Okay? It is very, very important. All of these enhances the speed of the website. So make sure you do that. Okay? It's very, very important. But you should only do that when you have finished working on your site. Okay? So I have just removed some. We still have a lot more. So when I finish selecting all the sites I don't need, I just come over to what? Trash, and I'll permanently delete all of them from the website. So this is the final cleanup that you must do, please. Final cleanup that you must do. So select all, apply, delete permanently, and we're good to go. The same thing happens to your blog post. Make sure you don't have any Lawrence Premium post on your site. Okay? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this class. In fact, I am super excited because this section with you is one of the wonderful, the most enjoyable moments I've had with you. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of this. And I hope you enjoyed everything we have just done on this site today. I totally appreciate you. And I'll see you in our next project when we will be designing the VSL Concept official website. See you in the next class.